Okay, hello. Hello. Back at it again with some Final Fantasy XIV. Can you tell that I love this game? So, from yesterday's stream, I mentioned that Final Fantasy XIV got a new patch, 6.55, which introduces a new main story quest, or main scenario quest, extra quest lines for the Hildebrand stuff, which I personally don't really care about, so I'm not going to be going through the story of Hildebrand on stream. I went through the all the dialogue for I skipped all the dialogue for Hildebrand earlier before stream, so we're just gonna do only the trial that was unlocked from it. And there was another side quest, a new side quest that involves Tataru, I think. We're gonna check that out too. And then after all that's said and done, we're gonna clear Mount Orokan. I'm probably gonna end up doing it. I'll clear it the first time and then I'll repeat it 2 more times. Well, I'll repeat it depending on how many different paths there are at Mount Orokan. I imagine there's like 3 paths. And then, after that, we'll spend the rest of the stream going through roulettes. And then that'll be it. That's the plan. Well, there's not really much of a need to have this, is there? Yeah, screw it. Alrighty. So we're gonna start off with the main scenario quest. It's all the way to Razatan. Okay. Whew. There's a lot of people here. To Razatan, to Megadutan. Okay. Holy. All these people here. When one door closes, Varshan has a message from Shalian. Ah, Rose. One of my clerics was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldesion request your presence in Shalian at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldesion Annex at once. Logika awaits your arrival. Alrighty. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Ajdaya the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there is still much and more for her to see. There's Ajdaya right there. Farewell for now, my friend. Whoops. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. To old Shalian we go. So it's at the annex. Oh, someone's dead on the ground. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Rose. I gather you received our message? Please wait here while I fetch Krile and Graha. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending you so soon after your trials in the void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Erenville. He stopped by recently and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Oh, she's wearing the earring. She's wearing the... I imagine you're as surprised as we are. given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there's someone whom he wishes Rose to meet. Oh, is it the female Hrothgar? He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studio. Shall we look for him there? Bye-bye, Ojika. And yes, I did watch the Dawn Trail full trailer, which was awesome. And I'm excited for Dawn Trail. Here, for now, since we're only just doing main scenario stuff, I'll just do this. For now. And then when I do the what's it called? The Hildebrand trial and the roulettes and all that stuff, then I shall then I will cover the chat box, in-game chat box. Tessa. Ah, that's the Mackay gear. Oh, what's over here? Look at all these people. Now then, where is Erenville? Oh, there he is.
Erenville!
Where is the female Hrothgar? Where's the Hrothgal?
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
The New World Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
We actually get to see her in game here?
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
She's carrying a big ass axe.
While you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain
Oh,
she's no
look at
ordinary
that.
woman.
She looks
I'm Wilflamat,
awesome.
claimant to the throne
Wilflamat.
of Tulihuela.
Tulihuela.
She looks awesome.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
That axe looks awesome too. I like the wrapping from the ribbon. I like that. That looks sick.
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The right of succession, taking the form of a contest. It will determine who next ascends the throne.
Oh.
As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
Yeah, that's Rose.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Toral, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down.
Female Hrothgar looks good.
Wuklemat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihyolal is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with 2 heads besides.
They're hella tall. Look at her.
He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
Okay.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly.
Oh.
I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valiarmanda.
Valiarmanda.
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
She's a fighter. Golden City. You have my complete attention. Golden City, I've heard about it before.
So the tales have reached even these shores. I can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tulihyolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Interesting. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the female Hrothgar looks awesome. Looks really good in game. Game is afoot. Grahatia appears equal parts bewildered and excited. The chance to not only see not only Toral, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not have. Let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. It's snowing. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for our hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned of a petition from researchers on the Isle of Hav. We went there not long ago and caught some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition? The Isle isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. The music caught me off guard. I don't think I've heard those before. Or at least I don't remember. That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Toral. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. And before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions, my apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Cool. Speaking of cool, look at everyone here. Everyone's looking cool. Especially this person right here. Where we go? Okay. Oops. Wait, what is your name? Let's see. Oh, whoops, wrong pier. This way. Volga. Dang, there's a lot of people here. Oh, nice, it's a duty. So we have to take a ship? Ugh, and I've barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt. Come on, let's get going. Upon boarding the ship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. You will be required to participate in battle. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, we're back at the Ether Font. Isle of Ham.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yoktural.
Yoktural.
Oh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
I'm sorry? I'll be
Remember,
eating them.
We're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know.
You relax.
So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Dude, her axe is so cool.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
Certainly is impressive.
This brother of yours, he has been to Charlian.
He has. Kono's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? And such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
Oh, he's a Makote.
One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Alrighty. Look at the bears. Okay.
The researchers should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
Ah.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me.
Yeah,
Right, let's hunt our fill.
yeah, the female Hrothgar model in the game looks really good. When we started moving, I was just eyeing the Hrothgar, seeing how it looks when they're moving. It looks pretty good. Can't wait for Dantro.
Look! Someone's in trouble!
Oh, look at this print too. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, taste my axe.
These animals are usually so docile.
I feel bad hurting these lambs, dude. Now the giant troll is a whole different matter. We're all out here playing Black Mage. Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition. Wait, aren't you? You are! Rose, the adventurer who saved our star. With that, our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you'll give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
Mm-hmm.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
His hand moves don't align with his manner of speech just now.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find and search for traces of the beast responsible for all this. If you should find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us. Let's get started.
I'll handle this.
Oh, what is she doing? Oh, okay.
Is that all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
Oh, this thing? You find ravaged beast remains, torn to shreds by sharp talons. Oh, never mind.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before.
Have you now?
It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
She seems to be a lot of fun to be around. Oh. Tattered plumage. You find feathers are scattered across about the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Oh. Animal poop. That's a big ass pile. The cloying stench of fresh leavings assail your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Oh.
They're upset we disturbed their home.
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, then they've got one.
Let's
Alrighty.
head back and report what we found.
Oh, where's she off to? Oh, is that it?
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Lamont's pretty cool. Oh! Never mind.
Ah! What is that thing?
Giant colibri.
It
Signalis?
speaks?
I just remembered colibris. It speaks, yes. Oh, and off it goes. It's fucking massive.
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Waklamat.
Right.
Can't get over how good the female Hrothgar looks in game. Now I can't wait to see the myriad players who will use Fantasia or whatever to have their female Hrothgar character.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Yeah, sure.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat. think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
She's aggressive. Alright, let's do this.
Talk all you like, Bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
Focus up now. Look, just. Hacking bird.
Look out!
Uh-oh. Oh, I see.
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Sticky spit.
Not good.
That's on me.
Quickly, gather together.
Oh no. That's kind of gross.
I've got you.
Oh,
That was too close.
nice.
Steady now.
Oh boy. No, why'd you have to move out of the way? God damn it.
Spread out, everyone!
Graha, please. Ah!
Who paid for that?
Uh-oh. Got it. Oh, I have to save. We have to save them. Come on! Break free! There we go.
Thank you.
Why are you running all the way over there? Ha, ha, ha. And this. Come on. There we go. Ruffling of feathers. Oh, we have to get the... It's going crazy.
That was hardly a tickle.
Do Hildebrand on both wings? Okay.
Try this.
Oh, what's she gonna do? Come on. Pop off. Oh, I see.
Nothing to it.
Sweet.
We have you now, you loudmouth bastard!
Throw everything you have at it!
I'm just waiting for the next Setsugeka here. Come on. There we go. What the hell happened to this thing? Like it got mutated. It took a dip in like radiation.
and I had barely limbered up.
Uh-huh.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
Oh.
But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Look behind you. Oh.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
It's back up.
Leave this to me.
No way. Awesome. I had a feeling she would be off to get to do something involving Pictomancer, but I didn't expect her to show up like this. That's awesome. Look at her.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
Oh, that's so cute.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
Yes.
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute.
That's so awesome.
And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Painting!
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy.
Realm! That's a character from a previous Final Fantasy game, if I'm not mistaken.
As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
That's awesome.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf, and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name, Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant.
Blue Jaja.
What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible,
The
it
Dawn
appears to be
servant.
a request to investigate the
Golden
Golden
City.
City.
El Dorado?
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this.
Oh.
Given how culturally diverse Toliyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one.
Wow. Created an entirely new language.
The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no?
Oh, I see.
This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If father had written this, he would have been in Turali. What's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So who sent it then?
So the letter is fraudulent then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuliyolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
And we're back. With the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the colibri meat. For better or for worse, there's really only one place we can take it to, here in Shalian, the last stand. Come, let us see what Dickon can cook up for us. I love me some colibri burgers. Delicious. Oh man. Well now, there's a famished face if I've ever seen one. What can I get you, Rose? Free meat! Oh ho, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from sailors. And for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? Really? You're far too kind. Far too kind. Well, that looks good though.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
Oh my god.
I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
You don't like spicy, bro? Spicy's
calm
nice.
now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural too.
Oh.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in
Oh.
Rajasthan after a traveller ordered a curry with several
Oh.
times the usual amount of spice.
Zero, please. Zero left her mark.
So
And the
he started
source.
offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Sharlayan.
Oh no. Good old Zero.
It's nothing I can't handle.
She's too precious. Oh.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
Oh, come on, Araville. I mean, it's understandable, but
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
damn.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
Yeah, she finished that thing quick.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead.
Food looks
Since
so. That
ancient
food looks so
times,
good.
Many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
She said second older brother, so that means there's 2 brothers.
A man who is too ambitious by half.
Maybe it's her and 3 other brothers, or maybe it's her, a sister, and 2 brothers. But
Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
yeah, we're not. Yeah, that's not gonna run.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
Well, what about the other 2? If one of them isn't supposed to rule, what about the other 2? Why just you?
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
That makes sense.
That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well.
Yeah, you. her recruiting Rose for this, you're at this point it's practically
so
cheating.
I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal?
No. Of course she will. As long as she gets to fight people. Rose loves to
You don't
fight.
need to decide right
so.
this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you.
Meat looks so good. Smile.
And one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
I like her already. Damn, look at this dude. Who's the one with the wings? Oh, it's the what thing? And there's the male Hrothgar right there. Whether Wuk-Lamat has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time. I reported our mission success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have a royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. Ooh, Baba Ganoush. Tradition. Caviar sandwich. Caviar naps? Napes? Braca flour stew. Oh, that stew sounds really nice. Take this. Every time I look at the food in this game, it really makes you want to get like the what's it called? The frickin' Final Fantasy 14 like cookbook. Wait. Why is there like a singular minion here, but no players around? Belongs to Miss. They're right there. Why is Gigi just standing there then? The coming dawn. Galatia is mulling over what you have learned of Wuk-Lamat and her plan. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuk-Lamat's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Terrell? Numenon is bound to have some information on the continent. Makes me feel sleepy. Honestly, same. Like, I remember every time I would read a book, at least in bed, it always gets me sleepy. Not that I would get bored of the reading, it somehow always gets me sleepy. But, we'll say those. Quite right. Not only would it help you to make an informed decision, but if you do choose to go, you would be better prepared for what awaits. Come, my friend, let's be off to the archives. Where do the others start fitting into this? Oh, there's that same person with the armor. God, that looks so cool. That's so awesome. What is that armor, I wonder? Okay. Wow, all the way out here. So the studio. I wanna, like, sneak a look at them. To the studio. Raha. Or Raya. Watch out the people you get to. Puddingway is still chillin'. blue-covered book. Principles of a blue magic. Spawn acquisition. Oh, this is for like. Oh, wait. Origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Toral. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. Liana. In exchange of teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a bright blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallaki's art and make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. So this is where Blue Mage came from. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallaki. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this mill magic was born. Oh. Alright, so Blue Mage, Blue Magic, all that came from Toral. That's fascinating. Eorzean cuisine, a history. Ooh, we get to learn the food in Toral. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Toral. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, and even the ubiquitous popoto. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World, as the place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Laminsan sailor named Ketenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketenram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamuluja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Ketenram returned to Toral several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa Lamensa. The most notable of these was the popoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketenram's expeditions to Toral. Many tantalizing recipes such as the bean-filled burrito and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City reached our shores by way of a ship. To those outside of Ketenram's circle, Toral largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence in our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. When it comes to travel, whether it's somewhere within your country or outside the country, food is always one of the exciting things to check out. Faded Tone. The flora and fauna of Toral. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Toral is no exception, yet while some of our creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of this Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca. Accustomed to Toral's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wyvern. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Toral. The Mamulja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the wyvern is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Oh. Valagamanda. Torali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of all beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. I'm not sure about that's actually like... maybe not actually. Well, I don't know. I was thinking maybe that's like a primal. Maybe not. Lines in the Sand, the Geopolitics of Heidelin. Let's begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents in Tataru. The former stretches from east to west, lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres. And a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving south, north, and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Allegans, who rose to power in Aldonard before advancing east into Ilsebard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tataru waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it, until the leader of the Mamulaja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament to the autarch's greatness. Having perused a wide selection of places where you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination, gratitude will be eager to know what you've discovered. Okay. Interesting. So the two things that were, well, the one thing that was most notable was the legendary beast of, what was it called again? So, I can't remember the name. Velagamanda. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tataru, I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tataru within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? Pulpitos, I have a newfound appreciation for them. The Tale with Ketenram. They mentioned the Golden City just once. It was in the same book mentioning Kentenram and the Pulpitos. It was literally in that, yeah. But it was such a small, like, mention. I wish there was a book, like, that went into more detail, but... Oh yeah, City of Gold. Ha! I suspected any mention of the City of Gold would catch your eye. 'Tis truly a mystery among mysteries. Here is a city whose location is unknown, that no one has ever seen, and yet whispers of its existence continue to persist. Countless souls have set off in search for it, never to return. I can imagine it being a suitable challenge for the ritual of succession. But, moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tataru? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. Yeah, Velagamanda. Legend. Now, why do I get the impression you're imagining pitting your skills against this fell beast? Against the fell beast. Unfortunately, I found scant details on your would-be prey. One source simply described it as an enormous winged creature with scales hard as steel that rules the skies. I should like to see it with my own eyes, presuming it even exists. Something tells me it does. I thought I heard familiar voices. Alice! Alfino! Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, well. Have you some research of your own, do you? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Razatan, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what of the two of you? What endeavor brings you here this day? This night. New adventure. And I guess they're like, yo, what's coming along? A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tataru. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Tuliyola ourselves. The contest. Is Rose the only one allowed to help Wuk-Lamat? There was no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Wuk-Lamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. Oh yeah, hell yeah, Alice is going along with this. I think I know how to make the most of her respect. Follow me, Afino. We have planning to do. Alice, wait. So it seems our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. So that's how they end up going with us. Alice also likes to fight. And Alfino wants to do this for the Garlean people. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let's return to the annex. Alrighty. Back to the annex. There's a lot of people over there, man. Okay. Here's everyone else. I wanted to look. Oh, they disappeared. I wanted to look at their freaking armor, man. God damn it. What you eyeing, boy?
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
Well, yeah. We can't be given that many spoilers.
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuk-Lamat's request?
Can't say no to a new adventure. The world of possibilities.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Yes. Oh? What's old boy doing there? What's with old boy doing there? Eavesdropping like that? Excuse me. Someone in here is wearing straight up a bikini. Look at all these characters. Everyone looking good. Everyone's got some fashion going on. Welcome back, Rose. If you're looking for Wuk-Lamat, she is currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go and fetch them for you. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Bum, bum, bum.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
Just says no. I wish to boldly go where I've never gone before. I've never been one to turn down an adventure. I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
It's gonna be really cool. But man, the day it's gonna get released and then everyone's just running to log into it and shit. Queue times are gonna be hell.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
Awesome.
No, Alice! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuk-Lamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
Huh.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
First impressions last.
It's not wrong.
'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alice.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbours. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honour, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable.
Nonsense.
They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths.
Yeah, come on, Erenville.
I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
What's up, Cryo?
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
You're not coming, Raha? What?
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I wonder what the competition
I
is going to
suppose now
involve.
is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
And it just magically sticks to the wall. Somehow it just sticks.
My friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Holy shit. Footfalls. Love it. Over here, eh? So that's the fish proper end of Endwalker then. Yeah? Or at least with posts. Cool. Exciting, 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 exciting stuff. Can't wait. No exact date on when Dawntrail is coming out. All we know is just it's coming out this summer. Let's be quick with the scrolling. Zero, Varshan, Ritra. Honestly, the only reason why I'm not really skipping this is because of the music. I love Footfalls. It's such a good song. So, how is Estinian, Ishtola, Thancred, and Urianger gonna get involved in this? Tataru! There's Vana. Zeno. Forward. So, once the credits are done, I'll run, or no, there's still sidequests to do. I'll run the trial for the Hildebrand thing. But again, I don't really care for the story involving Hildebrand. It's not really my cup of tea. So I'm just gonna be skipping the dialogue for that shit. So it's only just gonna be the trial I'll go through. And then after that will be the side quest involving Tataru. And then after that we'll do Mount Rokon. And then roulettes. Honestly, if there's time to do roulettes. So, since Dawn Trail is going to come out later this summer, up until then, up until the release, I'm going to be working on my crafting and gathering stuff. After I get my other job roles, like my tanks, melees, and whatever, to level 90. I'm not going to touch Blue Mage though. I don't think I want to deal with that. I think that's just going to be a major slog. But yeah, working on my job goals to 90, crafters and gatherers to 90, then that's plenty. Yeah, that's plenty of time for me to do shit before Dawn Trail. Yeah, we can just skip this now then. Speak with Ochika. Unless you wonder about your passage to Terrell, Erenville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you. A rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well on your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured, I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. I think it's gonna happen in the summer. Oh, this is what I've been seeing. Like, I follow the subreddit for Final Fantasy 14, and people have been posting, like, their... No, I think it's the Final Fantasy 14 Glam subreddit. But people have been posting, like, screenshots of their warrior.
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
Oh, I see. So we just meet Estinian along the way, then? We just meet him there ourselves? So we all just inevitably just converge, eh? And old Chalian. But yeah, I was saying people were just posting screenshots of their characters with that backpack. So I was wondering where they were getting that. It was from here. Sad no from...
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Oh, so they're going there for a different reason.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
What? Wait.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, they're recruited by one of the other successors? Oh shit. They're all rivals
How
now?
could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
So Estinian's
This will be a mission to remember.
So Estinian's going to be there just for the sake of, just going exploration, I guess, or discovery. These two are going because they're being recruited by one of the six sisters, I guess.
We make for Taral.
No way. So we're gonna have to like duel them or some shit. Well, I don't know what the tournament will entail. What sort of things we had to do for the tournament, but if it comes to like a fight, a duel against each other, that'd be kind of funny. And all that's left is the Shtola. Also Graha too. He said he would stay behind.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Yes. We have.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north?
Nope. Not yet with that one.
The fabled golden cities of the New World.
Later this summer. And then he also mentions Mercidia and the identities of the 12, which we already did, of course. Weigh anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of a new adventure nigh. You forgot the word trail. Oh. Roll forth to break horizons bond and tread the gilded path beyond. Forgot the word trail. Emmett Silk has been added to the Unending Codex. Cool. To be continued, yeah. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's the side quest involving Tataru. Alright, so we've been through a lot of reading and only just a little bit of action. So let's just take this moment to go straight for action here. So this is the trial unlocked from the new Hildebrand quests we were given. Again, I will reiterate, I don't care very much for the dialogue, the quest, the dialogue, the story for or involving Hildebrand. So I'm not gonna be reading it. I'm gonna be like skipping through it and shit. If you're someone who likes the Hildebrand stuff, I apologize for skipping it. But again, it's just not my cup of tea. I think what it is the fact that back in the Realm Reborn, that shit was hella long. Everything involving Hildebrand was hella long. Alright, since we're gonna be queuing up with players, that does. Gilded Araya. Knapsack. Personal effects. Wait, personal effect. I love this OST. Alright, here we go. And my instant pro. Okay, cool. My portrait got fucked. The Gilded Araya. Oh. Whoa. Asura. False Manusia. My portrait! No! Rose's portrait! Alright, let's do this. Dance the blues. Okay, let's do this.
I am Asura, and on battle I thrive. Have you the courage and strength to face me?
I'm gonna assume this is raid wide. Yep.
Will you dodge or will you bleed?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
The frail shall fall. You've not time to blink.
Ephemerality. Whoa. Wait, what? I'm gonna stand. Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay. It just AoEs.
Tremble before the might of the
What is
minutia.
this? I'm following the
Come forth,
white mage
embodiment
in
of
this.
carnage. Revel on the bloody field of war. The spirit of battle awakens.
She's just another fucking Ravana.
Sharp is the lesson. The weak shall
Iconic
perish.
execution. Oh. Damn.
Hear the gleaming edge.
Real being reincarnation. Iconic. Uh-oh. Oh no, I got hit by that. Yeah.
Unmerciful light shine upon you.
Uh-oh. Shit. That happens so fast. I wonder if it's the way she's positioning herself
Behold the sixfold
that determines
blade.
what the attacks are going to be like. Oh, I see. That's one of these. Okay. Damn. Here. Going. Just keep going. Oh! Okay. Well. That's unfortunate.
Fury be my strength.
Face of Wrath. So, do you have to go over here for this? Or what? Oh, I see.
I will scatter your bones. Show me your steel.
Oh my god. Or realm. That's red wide. Okay.
The spirit of battle awakens. Sharp is the lesson.
Pedestal Purge. It's an AoE right
Show
under
me
her.
your steel.
Iconic Execution. Oh! Okay.
Hear the gleaming edge.
Behind. Iconic Execution. Where's that? This side? Which way? Oh, this one.
Unmerciful light
Blade
shine
wise.
upon you.
What's it like? I'm trying to make note of how she's positioning her swords, but it looks like it's no difference.
Behold the sixfold blade.
So front, so go behind her, go to her left, behind, left. God, this is gonna be one hell of a thing to remember, bro. Behind, it's that side. Oh no. Oh no, I'm fucked. I gotta refer by like
The face
north,
of
east, west, and
battle
south.
is ever changing. Joyful is your downfall. I will scatter your bones.
It's like 6 times she cleaves like that. Like for me to have memory that like I don't think I'd be able to memorize it that quickly.
You bleed.
I don't think I'd be able to memorize it that quick. I feel like if there were markers on
I am Asura, and on battle I thrive. Have you the courage and strength to face me? Will you dodge, or will you bleed?
sliding right on I'm not able to remember something that quick. I'll try my best this time around.
You've not time to blink.
This side. I can't imagine what extreme would be like.
Tremble before the might of the minutiae. Come forth, embodiment of carnage. Revel on the bloody field of war. The spirit of battle awakens.
So how
Sharp
do you read
is the
this?
lesson.
Aside from the casts here.
The weak shall perish.
Maybe it's not the giant version of her, maybe it's the one we're just
Hear the
actually hitting.
gleaming edge.
No, she's doing the same pose. And then it's over here. No, wait, what? Maybe there isn't some sort of... Maybe there isn't an indicator. Okay, no, the indicator would be what she casts beforehand, then. Okay, there we go. That's what it is. Sorry, I'm slow. Okay, so south, east, south, east, west, south, east, west, south, oh, east, west, south, east, west. I got hit by that. What? That happened so quick.
Fury be my strength.
I was so focused on that, I haven't been able to keep up my rotation.
I will scatter your bones. Show me your steel.
Scatter. They're playing Ring Around the Rosie. Or around. She does the thing. Okay.
The spirit of battle awakens.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sharp is the lesson.
Okay. Right, okay, now I'm fully understanding it.
Show me your steel.
She's gonna switch spots, yeah. And then it's out, yeah, it's out. Okay. Now I actually understand.
Unmerciful light.
AoE, she
shines
casts
on you.
the giant copies of the giant version of her copies of. So wait, no, it's switching spots, so we still have to be here, okay?
Hear the gleaming edge.
It's inside. And she's gonna swap places with it. Or over here, so we have to be inside. Gotcha. Okay, I gotcha.
Behold the six-fold blade.
Oh, south, east, west, south, west, east, south, west, east. So south, west, and then east, and then south, west, east. Okay.
The face of battle is ever changing.
Any faces?
Joyful is your downfall.
And we gotta go over to Wrath. Yeah, the tough thing is just that, where she does the 6 swords thing. Because there's just so many to remember. Yeah, I feel like markers would definitely be the most helpful thing for that. Or realm.
You've not time to blink.
Generality. This spot right here.
Show me your steel.
Blade scatter again. We didn't use True Road. Yeah, it's not like it matters all that much.
The frail shall fall.
Yeah, pop off. Go on, ninja. Whew. Okay. Here we go.
Spirit of battle awakens.
Okay, yeah. That wasn't too bad. Just took me the second try to fully understand. Okay. That was good. That was good. Just imagine the fucking stream version of this. That's pretty good. Oh, Hildebrand stuff. I don't care. I'm sorry. What's different about the portrait? Jeez. UFO identification key. Gentlemen to walk with me. Awesome. I got the UFO mount. I've been seeing that a bit here and there. So now I get to use it. That's exciting. Awesome. I'm putting that into favorites. This is goofy as hell. Alright, now let's do Tataru's little side quest over at Shalia. I imagine it has nothing to do with anything multiplayer or matchmaking wise, so switch back to this. Alright, let's go say hi to Tataru. Treasured bonds. Rose, I have wonderful news. Thanks to your tireless deliveries, we are now overwhelmed with orders. Mistress Tataru's plan was a success. That's another shipment sent. I don't think I've ever packed so many parcels in my life. I don't believe we've met before, have we? I don't recognize him. My apologies. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hasdad. Like so many Hanish refugees, I left my home in a Palakistan and came to Shalian during the final days. You saved my life more than once. Oh, I see. I've been working at Taru's boutique with Medina and Varsarud, albeit behind the scenes. It's rare that I have occasion to visit the storefront. An unfortunate side effect of the constant demands on all our staff, though I think we would all agree that the hustle and bustle is for the best. Wait, don't you wonder what we'll do once the samples have served their purpose? Our equipment is crafted to last, which is wonderful, of course, but also means that our customers are not like to require replacements for some time. Therefore, if we are not constantly receiving new customers, our good fortune will eventually sour, no? Mistress Tataru isn't so foolish as to have not anticipated such things. I'm sure she's already coming up with new and exciting products to offer our existing clients. Actually, I had an idea of my own, for a new product, I mean. In fact, I presented it to Mistress Tataru just the other day. A new uniform to outfit the academics and researchers of Shalian. Oh, how enterprising. And what did she say? Well, she seemed hesitant, which I could only interpret as reluctance to hurt my feelings with explicit rejection. But then she told me to look into it further and draft a formal proposal for review. That's wonderful, Medina. When she said to look into it further, did she mean for you to conduct some manner of market survey of the academics and researchers? Just so. But while some are involved in such sensitive work, that simply approaching them is out of the question, which is to say my petition to enter Labyrinthos was denied. Instead, I decided to try the studio. A secretarial mammoth was only too happy to schedule a meeting with an academic representative. But now that it's come down to it, I'm feeling ill with nerves. If it were on Mistress Tataru's behalf, it would be different. But this was my initiative, my idea. I'd offer to accompany you, but I have to mind the counter. Perhaps you could offer Medina your support? Oh, thank you. Can I come as well? I'd like to start thinking of what supplies we'll need for our artisans once your plan is approved. Of course. Very well then. To the studio we go. Do. Alright, let's go. Da. 2 hours? I don't think we have time to do roulettes. This building might well be a temple for how austere it feels. I'm glad I have your company. I was told a Ki Aliapo would be meeting us here. I'm sure they will be along shortly. Now I'm thinking of whether or not I should do Mount Rokan and not roulettes, or do roulettes but not Mount Rokan. Hello, representatives from Taru's boutique, I presume. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Medina, and I am ever so obliged to you for making the time to speak with us. Ki Eliapo, at your service. And there's no need to stand on ceremony, I assure you. Most of our academics are far more concerned with their research than pleasantries, admittedly to their detriment at times. Anyway, how may I help you this evening? Uniform for our academics and researchers, you say? I myself am am ill-equipped to offer an authoritative opinion on the matter, so permit me to arrange some meetings with faculty representatives. Meetings this, meetings that. Please make yourselves comfortable in the auditorium while I go and summon a few of our more personable personnel. I think I'll save Mount Rokon for tomorrow, since roulettes would take a shorter time. So I'm going to edit the title here. And then there we go. So yeah, we're just gonna go through the rest of the new content of this patch, and then roulettes. Well, in the Faculty of Archaeology, we spend much of our time triapsing about ancient ruins, which often ends up ruining our clothes, if you will pardon the pun. Rusha. An outfit durable enough to handle extended use would be welcome, but it would need to be lightweight and breathable as well. Equatorial deserts can be most taxing, but then again, you'd be surprised just how many relics are hidden at the bottom of lakes, and northern waters can get quite chilly. As it stands, my colleagues and I throw on any old thing for our fieldwork, whatever we have in hand that is suitable for the conditions, with the understanding it may need to be disposed of afterwards. Funding for research equipment and the like is precious enough as it is, and we can't afford to have dozens of bespoke garments for every situation, which is probably not what you're hoping to hear, I realize. No, thank you for your candor. It's true, new kit can be rather expensive. We must ensure our prices stay affordable. Yeah, that's a lot to consider. The ideal outfit for astronomers? How in the world am I to answer that? I know nothing about fashion. Man's got plaid all over him. Well, I suppose we astronomers often conduct our celestial observations from locales remote and subsequently chilly. You know, mountaintops and the like, so something warm? If warm is truly their only requirement, then I think it's safe to say this is the opposite of an untapped market niche. Oh, cute. Debroy. Or Debrye. The Faculty of Medicine has strict requirements for dress on account of hygiene regulations. Fabrics that are resistant to stains and possess antibacterial properties are a must, for example. Additionally, we students of nutritional sciences must rigorously dart about the kitchen, so dressing for comfort is nearly as essential as cleanliness. And if we were fashionable enough to perhaps inspire others to follow in our footsteps, all the better. I like this hairstyle for the Vieira. It's really nice. Ah, we require no such clothing in the Faculty of Anthropology, where we make all that we require right here. Rather, Professor Tankin prefers to do so, that he may better understand how necessity begets innovation. An outfit that ameliorates ether sickness, without a doubt. You'd think we at the Faculty of Etherology would have developed such an outfit by now, no? But alas, our primary projects demand every moment we possess. We cannot afford to divide our resources. That's a lot to consider. Well, how did it go? I don't know, to be honest. Everyone has such different preferences that I'm not sure it's even possible to satisfy them all. A fair concern. The studio faculties are filled with opinionated individuals, each with their own peculiarities. Additionally, our academics spend much of their time engaged in field work, as opposed to seminars, which further complicates stipulations of dress. Sound just as unique as adventurers. Indeed, It was naive to assume that one type of uniform could account for the needs of all academics. We had best return to the boutique. Thank you for your assistance, Mistress Eliapo. Maybe an outfit of different variations? I don't know. And I truly thought I had a good idea. No doubt Mistress Tataru knew its folly, but had me research it regardless, so at that I might reach the conclusion on my own. She meant well, I am sure. See how the hardships make you strong. That's an important phrase to you, isn't it? Indeed it is. It comes from the teachings bestowed upon us by the old gods. Many Hanish held fast to those words and their wisdom during the final days so as to not give in to despair. When we call upon the divinities, it is not to beg for salvation, for guidance. So long as we live by their teachings, there is no hardships we cannot overcome. This is a core tenet of Hanish faith that has seen us through much adversity since the founding of our nation. It is as you say, Hasdad. Yet until you did, it did not occur to me to consider how they might apply to my personal struggle. Coming to Shalian and working with Mistress Tataru at the boutique. I've met so many peoples from all sorts of cultures, but in trying so hard to accommodate their wants and needs, I fear my own heritage has become an afterthought. There is no shame in dedicating yourself to your work, and as we all have our limits, compromise and sacrifice are inevitable. It may surprise you, but I once aspired to become a steward. To look back on it now, it feels fanciful. Strange that we so easily let our dreams be cast aside by circumstance. I swore nothing would stand between me and my chosen path, and yet, here I am. I know the divinities will guide us wheresoever we go, but what if we stray too far? Would I be a fool to suggest that perhaps we should return to Thavner? But Mistress Tataru has done so much for us. We cannot simply leave the boutique on a moment's notice. Maybe not, but what of our family and friends? It is one thing for us to send money and well wishes, but I wonder if we could not do more if we were there, helping to rebuild. We haven't been back to the village since the final days, and if we were already forgetting our own lives, I don't know. I just think Mistress Tataru should know how we feel, is all. Varsarud says that Mistress Tataru should be stopping by soon. When I asked how she felt about returning to Thavner, she said she'd need time to consider. For my part at least, I think consulting with Mistress Tataru will help put my mind at ease. My, what a busy counter we have tonight. Hasdad, it's good to see you out from behind your usual shipping crates. Yes, I thought I'd come and help Megina with her research. We've just returned from interviewing academics at the studio. About that, Mistress Tataru. Suffice it to say, the requirements were all radically different. I know I set a uniform for researchers and academics, but I'm afraid I may have deeply underestimated the feasibility of such a project. And that's perfectly alright. The important thing is to learn from what you discover, so you can retain and apply that knowledge as you continue on with your entrepreneurial journey. The right idea for a new product will find us when it's ready. In the meantime, I have more samples in need of delivery, and seeing as Rose is very conveniently standing within my line of sight... A thousand pardons, Mistress Tataru, but before you continue, I wish to speak with you about a personal matter. You've shown us incredible charity, which makes this all the more difficult to ask, but I wonder if I should return home to Tataru. Please do not mistake this as dissatisfaction with our arrangement. If anything, I've grown so accustomed to life in Shellland that I fear I've begun to forget myself, my dreams, my faith, the person I used to be before I came here. Not only that, in spite of my regular remittances, I worry that our village struggles to rebuild after the final days, where, while I live happily removed from a burden, I ought to share more. It feels disingenuous to both my home and the many kindnesses you continue to show us. I see. And do you both feel the same? I've been so devoted to my work that I hadn't given much thought to returning until Hasdod mentioned it, but to claim that I am not worried about the village would be a lie. While I am of similar mind to Medina, I must nevertheless remain here. Among other reasons, there is a project I am resolved to complete. Well, I would be very sorry to see any of you go, but if remaining here causes you grief, I will spare no effort to see you safely home. Which is why I have decided that our next set of samples shall be delivered to Pakistan. Furthermore, I ask that those who wish to visit accompany Rose on her errand. Seeing how your village affairs is no doubt the best thing for you both right now, it will help you to understand your feelings, after which we may proceed howsoever you desire. And should your colleagues require it, I'm sure you can be relied upon to dispense the perfect advice. Medina, Hasdad, give everyone my regards. And settled. I'll begin preparing the samples at once. Allow me to assist. No matter what happens, we must finish Mistress Tataru's necklace. Are we ready to proceed with the restoration, do you think? I dare say we have enough additional materials thanks to Rose's dedication. As for the work itself, I thought we could entrust it to the lapidary Mistress Tataru, once apprenticed with. I'm sure that will mean a lot to Tataru. I'm glad you think so as well. Let's leave the necklace in Varsaru's capable hands and join Hasdad in Scholar's Harbor. Okay. Whew. I remember when we first set foot upon these rocks. After a long, exhausting journey through frozen wastes, after surviving those horrors beasts, Mistress Tataru was a warm beacon of light. Working at the boutique has helped us to rebuild our lives, but I will never forget that feeling of powerlessness. Should I have stayed in Pakistan and tried to defend my people? Was I a coward to flee? Is it a betrayal to my home and to myself to remain here? I can't stop thinking in circles. Anyway, I'm glad for this opportunity to better understand where my heart truly lies. All will be well, I'm sure. But we must be off, lest we miss our connecting flight. fight. No flying there. We really are flying there. We're back. We're truly back in Thavner. Was that time always this grand? I can't believe we lived so close yet so rarely made the trip. You remember how it was? You remember how it was. Village duties always kept us all too busy for travel. Bending pilgrims was trying enough for the stewards even before the final days. I wonder how many temple roads are still traversable. Even if those in Razatan struggle to travel for worship, our feelings of estrangement may be more common than we think. Since we've come all this way, would you mind terribly if Hastad and I toured the town on our own? No, city on our own? Let's plan to meet in Pakistan. Look at this NPC outfit. It's kind of nice. Oh, excuse me. Oh, they're inside the hut. Wait, what? Are they not? Wait, where are they? Oh. Home at last. Yes, home. I can finally breathe again. Come, let's go and find the elder. Elder Yeruvit. Aslan. Magina. How wonderful it is to see you. I have been so worried. Tell me, how is life in Shalayan? Are you being treated well? Oh yes, Elder. Our employer, Mistress Tataru, is the kindest of businesswomen. In fact, she arranged for us to accompany Rose on her errand here so we might enjoy some time at home. That is very good of her indeed. I am relieved to see you are being looked after. Or here. You are ever a guardian to our people. Thank you for seeing these children safely home. Now then, what is this errand you speak of? How splendid. Our stewards shall put these to good use, you may be assured. If only we could repay your generosity with something even half as marvelous. Alas, ours is a village of little extravagance. Everything seems as ever it was. Indeed, the support of the Radiant House and the funds you and others have sent, we have regained much of the peace we once knew. Thank the sisters. Still, there was something I wish to speak with you about, Elder. You are worried your heart grows distant from Thavner, that you have wandered too far from home. But my child, it is only right that you should wander, that you should roam. Your heart's connection endures no matter where you go. You yet think of us fondly enough to visit, yes? And send us what gil you can spare, do you not? Gestures perhaps, but not true commitment. Should I not be here with all of you, working to restore our village? There is no restoring our village, Hasdod. Without those we lost, Palakistan will never be what it was. We must instead do all we can to become a new village, with a new future ahead of us, although the particulars of our path are not yet clear to me. How so? Ours has always been a settlement of stewards, as well you know. tasked with the protection and preservation of Thavnir's sacred sites. We have seen our roads shaken and temples defiled by beasts. The material is not always within our ability to protect. What is everlasting is our faith, the bonds between our people and the divine. Through the old teachings, we remind ourselves of life's meaning. Yet, if we wish to ensure our traditions endure for generations to come, should we not strive to do more than maintain our temples until pilgrims deign to visit? But I do not wish to tire you with an old man's musings. Surely there are other ways of assuring our people remain connected to their heritage and faith. All we need is the right idea, something new our village can offer. Well, my words seem to have inspired you, and with the worldly insights you have gathered, I'm sure any future you envision for Palaka's stand will be nothing short of remarkable. But there is no need to rush. Take some time to speak with the others and make yourselves at home. Whew. A lot of reading. Alright, since we're getting a hidden gift here, this must be the last of the side quests. Asdod is deep in thought. How foolish I was to think the answer would be so simple. I would come home, roll up my the sleeves, and help restore our village to the way it was. I would find fulfillment. Alas, not all that was lost can be reclaimed. Our people face a new struggle, but perhaps by discovering new ways for the village to fulfill its duty, we might yet help our community. Exactly, like the elders said, surely our experiences in Shalian has given us a unique perspective. Not to mention Rose's extensive knowledge of the world. I'm sure that between the three of us we can come up with a brilliant plan to support Palaka's stand. Yes, you're right. And I'm sure that hearing how everyone fares will give us insights as well. Not a soul here will ever forget the hero of Palaka's stand. I am sure everyone will be just as eager to speak with you as us. There are also others with whom I'd like to speak once we've finished here. Of course, we mustn't forget to pay our respects. Good ride. Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice that beautiful equipment you delivered to the elder. As a weaver who crafts armor for our students, I would love to hear more about his origins. Created in cooperation with guilds from across the world. Oh, I must have a closer look. The final days exposed the limitations of my skills. Traditional Thavnarian techniques alone did not suffice. I am eager to hone my craft by studying the work of foreign artisans. Although in my weaker moments, I often wonder if purchasing armor for our swords would be the superior solution. Alas, that would require a surplus of coin as well as available product. As a village sustained by donations or remittances, we would be hard-pressed to afford anything so expensive, even if such suppliers were to venture this deep into the jungle. Well, hello there. Staying for a while or just passing through? Our recovery has been slow but steady, though I am concerned for those who still struggle with wounds our healers cannot cure. The final days may have passed, but grief and trauma are not so easily overcome. Forever, for those who must accept them as constant companions. Ours is a tightly knit community, but I worry for those in the capital and abroad. I imagine it is difficult for them to honor the old teachings as they labor far from home. So many of us fled during those dark times. If only we could bring the comforts of community to all Hunish. But isn't Hasdad Medina, accompanied by a savior no less? Welcome home, welcome home. True, we're a bit short-handed these days, but we manage nevertheless. While there's a happiness in being reunited with our young ones, we're just as happy knowing that you are walking your own path, no matter where it leads. I remember Hasdad couldn't wait to become a steward when he was little, but as far as I'm concerned, sending aid from afar is just as praiseworthy as tending to the temples here. Times are changing, and who is to say that this cannot be another form of stewardship? A steward who supports a village from afar. I never even considered the possibility. Seeing everyone so eager to help one another makes me more determined than ever to contribute. Well, but before anything else, shall we go? Right. It'll be good to visit. To Perusa, then. Could we ask you to accompany us? The temple roads are perilous, and your presence would be a great comfort. This shit far, bruh. Ugh, so much reading. When I was little, we used to run through these wilds, playing steward and imagining fierce battles with hideous beasts. Got the scolding of a lifetime when our parents found out. But when it really happened, when the sky turned red and the jungle spewed forth despicable horrors, I could do nothing but cower. Perhaps that's why I feel so guilty for not returning, for not doing more, even if it may never be enough. But this time I will rise to the occasion. I never used to give much thought to those who walked these roads before me. Countless pilgrims who risked their lives for faith. Aware of the dangers ahead, they pressed on. So strong was their devotion, so sacred the tradition. 'Tis a perilous path you walk, so it is written, and so too our forebears must have felt when braving these jungles to reach what would become our beloved home. Ugh, good. Computer. Serengapatsi. It's been a while. Yes, but we made it. I'm home, Mother, Father. Here at Perusa, we may commune with the spirits of the departed. Neither Medgina's nor my parents survived the final days. I told them about how you saved us and that we're doing well. I know they will rest easier for it. May the next time we visit be to deliver glad tidings from Palakistan. Though I was relieved to find the village in a better state than I had feared, it seems that there are still issues we might help address, finding a steady source of income, for instance, so the stewards can be properly outfitted without overwhelming our weaver. I was also troubled to hear about those who continue to struggle without the support of a local community. There must be some way to provide respect. Yes, indeed. The question is what? Do you have any thoughts? What would Tataru do? What would Jesus do? Well, Miss Tataru has always put great store by collaboration and partnerships. So what if Palakistan were to enter into a partnership, perhaps with the boutique itself? I think you're onto something. If the boutique sold wares the village produced, for instance, our people would have a reliable revenue stream. But what can Palakistan offer? To whom? How about amulets and talismans, or images of the deities? Something simple, created with love for our homeland and our faith, so no one forgets or feels forgotten. I like that. Our temples were created in remembrance of our ancestors and divine teachings, but reminders need only take the form of great works. A small keepsake may be just what our scattered brethren need to reassure themselves that they are still members of the community. This could be the answer we were looking for. I can't wait to tell Mr. Tataru. Rather, I can't wait for you to tell Mr. Tataru, Megina. It was your idea, after all. Ah, a team effort, let us say. I certainly couldn't have come up with it without you and Rose. If our proposal is approved, Mr. Tataru will no doubt need assistance to Shalian. I am ready and willing to provide it, but what of you, Hazad? What will you do? I too will return to the boutique. One day I will come home to stay, but for now I wish to do all in my power to help our village thrive. I am relieved to hear you say so. Let us go and consult with the elder about our plan. Oof. Upuru. I hear you were kind enough to escort these children to Perusa. Again, you have my gratitude. Are your feelings any clearer for it? I think so. Megina and I talked it over. We believe we have struck upon a new way the village might support our people. Explanation, words. Tangible mementos of our faith, an interesting proposition. Many here would be glad to create such reminders. I expect those unable to perform strenuous labor would be especially grateful for an opportunity to contribute to the prosperity of our village, to say nothing of the options these additional funds would provide. But most importantly, we would be able to help those who have chosen to live apart from us feel that much more connected to their community and their faith. I am proud of you both for discovering such an innovative way to do so. It will likely mean Hazad and I will stay in Shalian for the foreseeable future. And take with you the knowledge that no matter where your journey takes you, our hearts will always be as one. May the sisters guide you. We'll come back again, I promise. In the meantime, we shall see our plan to fruition. I will send word once we've determined the particulars. Shalian waits. Now I don't think I have time for frickin' roulettes, man. It's just so much dialogue. I didn't think it'd be this long. Rose's necklace is back from the lapidary. He had nothing but fond memories of Mistress Tataru and was eager to pour his everything into the restoration. The result is magnificent. The original sapphire, accented with black pearl from the ruby sea and rose shell of whorlet, united by a length of machi leather. A singular necklace symbolizing Mistress Tataru's past and present. By the sisters, what a remarkable gift. However, it wants for a finishing touch. Preferably by your hand, Rose. And after hearing about your visit to Pakistan, I know just the thing. In short, we'll be proposing a new line of products to help our people feel closer to their roots, yes? So, in honor of Mistress Tataru's roots, I would have you inscribe the symbol of Naothal upon the back of the pendant. It would be an honor. Bling. With painstaking effort and unwavering focus, you engrave the symbol of the traders onto Tataru's necklace. Any who behold it will surely know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this final flourish was the product of your heroic hand. I'm sure she will adore it. Our work is officially done. I've just received word from Mr. Tataru. She should be arriving in Scholar's Harbor soon. Let's go meet her there. Wasn't expecting a personal escort from the docks, though I dare say I could grow accustomed to it. How was your time in Pakistan? Did you find it worthwhile? So while they do have interest in our equipment, matters of recovery are their greater concern at present? Recovery, yes, but also growth, which may lead to a lucrative opportunity for the boutique, if you will permit me to suggest another new product. What if we offered handicrafts designed and produced by the people of Pakistan, authentic works representative of Hannish culture? For those of us living abroad, reminders of home would do wonders to erase feelings of estrangement, and for others, such pieces could be appreciated as beautiful works of art. Our village is up to the task. You will not be disappointed. Doubt not their conviction, Mr. Tataru. A product that embodies Daphne's spiritual beauty to be shared with the whole world, why the boutique should offer nothing less. Though we've made wonderful progress with our samples, I believe it's time for a change of pace, and handicrafts born from a heartfelt desire to celebrate one's culture is bound to resonate with others. Given her eagerness, I presume Magina intends to stay and help facilitate this new venture, but what about you, Hasdod? You felt the call to return to Daphne rather more strongly, as I recall. Yes, well, after talking with everyone at home, I realized that living apart from them does not mean I must forsake my childhood dreams of service. I believe I can best serve my people by staying in Shelly and continuing to work at the boutique, if you'll have me. With pleasure, Hasdod. Mistress Tataru, if it would not be untoward, we would like to present you with a small token of our appreciation for everything you've done for us. Not untoward at all. Rest assured, I graciously accept all offerings of praise and adoration, especially ones as fine as this. But how queer. This sapphire looks remarkably like the one my... Rose, is this my mother's sapphire? Look, I put the symbol of Nelthal in the back. Hers, now rightfully yours. So now rightfully yours. It's hers. It's really hers. Never in my life did I imagine I'd see this jewel again. It was part of a family heirloom. When my mother was married, she received it from her mother. How her eyes sparkled when she spoke of one day giving it to me, I'll never forget. But when Father's business failed, we lost everything, and that was the last I saw of it. Though your heirloom did not survive in its entirety, Master Pippin managed to recover the sapphire. From there, we collected parts from clients during sample deliveries and commissioned the necklace you now hold. Now that I think of it, Rose often did receive mysterious gifts on those visits, so that's what it was all about. Time after time, I am reminded that a fortune in coin promises only a fraction of what a wealth of friendship provides. When my family lost its last guild, I became a lapidary's apprentice, and that's how I met a certain miner named Mephilia. We hit it off instantly, chatting every time she brought in gems for appraisal, and then one day she came not with her usual haul, but with an invitation to join the Path of the 12. The rest, as they say, is history. One serendipitous meeting that led to so many others, that led to so many incredible adventures. That saw a poor little girl reunited with a priceless memento. Our teachings say that there is more ugliness than beauty in this world. Live is to suffer. But we never need suffer alone, and what is more beautiful than the bonds we share with others? Indeed, it is these connections that give meaning to our lives. Connections for which I too am grateful, and thus compelled to advise that we return to the Agora. Or Agora. The counter remains unmanned, and we mustn't neglect our clients. Quite right, quite right. Back to the work with a lot of us. We've got new products to plan. Ugh. Oh god, more. Ah! Rose, on behalf of the entire boutique, allow me to thank you for all you've done. I am ashamed to admit that in our excitement to prepare Tataru, Mistress Tataru's surprise, Varsarud and I failed to prepare something for you. And that sounds like the cue from Mistress Tataru. Mwahaha. A new outfit? Another new outfit set? Very soon Rose here will no doubt embark upon another journey to corners of the world unknown, as she is wont to do. So to wish you well in making new friends, and to remind you of those who will always hold you in their hearts, I have prepared bespoke chocobo barding, crafted with love by one Tataru Taro. It's really tiny. I dare say the boutique will be embarking upon its own adventure in the coming days, and with true adventure invariably comes tribulation. But with your compassion, resourcefulness, and reliability, I have every confidence that we shall succeed in our respective endeavors. To ever higher returns of both coin and camaraderie. Oh, and don't think just because you're running off to the other side of the world that I don't intend to solicit your future involvement, Rose. You won't escape me that easily. Cute. And that's that. The main quest, the trial, and this combined was nearly 3 hours long. God damn. Now I really don't know if I have time for what's it called? Roulettes. This shit has been hella long. Whew. Let me just take a breather here. Just a lot of reading to do. Ugh. So, hang on. Let me see. Yeah, doing these roulettes is going to take like another hour and maybe an hour or two, which is hella long, bro. I might not do roulettes tonight either. Hard to say. Because the last Final Fantasy stream I did 3 runs of Sildine Subterrane and then roulettes, which in total went up to like I think 5 hours or something. So I think it's just gonna end up being the same here. And I don't want to spend that much time streaming the game, honestly. So I think I just end it off here. I'll have to change up. There, let me change it up. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna finish it up from here, and then I'm actually feeling a bit tired, mainly from all the reading. Oof. Man, that was a lot of reading. Holy crap! So. Then tomorrow, I said yesterday on yesterday's stream that I was going to do back-to-back Final Fantasy 14 streams. So tomorrow I'll be streaming Final Fantasy 14 again, and we'll do what I was initially planning to do today, which is clear Mount Rokon and run Mount Rokon an additional 2 more times, depending on how many different paths the dungeon has, and then roulettes, and that would be it for tomorrow. So, with that being said, thank you for watching, thank you for joining me, I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care, stay safe, and drink plenty of water, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. So, I hope to see you tomorrow for Final Fantasy 14. Mount Rokon and roulettes. Again, thank you for watching, and again, I hope you enjoyed. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, my throat.